Hey, what's up guys? Luke Profit. So, flags, dropshipping on eBay and flags. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. eBay flagging. So, basically, it's been a little bit of time since I posted my video on the solution of how to keep your account from getting flagged, and it hasn't been 100%. Now, my solution I think is still very good. You know, it helps. It definitely delays flagging by a lot. It hasn't always, in all cases, 100% prevented it. But let me talk about the different theories, right? So, flagging is when eBay says, "Hey, we think you're drop shipping." Often they'll send you an email now, and they say, "Hey, we think you're drop shipping, and basically we're going to penalize you because of it." Sometimes they don't send an email, and it just happens. You notice that, everything drops off. You're getting, they'll suppress you by like 97% your sales in search results, right? And so what they're doing is, someone searches for an item, you have that exact item with that exact title listed, right? And instead of being at the top or in the top 3 or in the top 5 like you were before, you'll be, down on page 17. And in some cases, they'll even hide your listings from search results. So they're burying you and put you at the bottom, if not outright completely hiding your listings. So usually, like I said, it's about 97% suppression. Your sales will drop off and you'll only have that 3% of what you used to be making. So if you're having that happen, that is the dropshipping flag that everybody's talking about. So basically, the two thoughts on this, right? How does eBay know that you're dropshipping? Well, one thought is item location, because if you're dropshipping, someone else is shipping your product. For example, like Amazon or something like that, someone else is shipping your product, and so the zip code on the tracking, right? Or not zip code, but the item location on the tracking number is not going to match, because you don't know where it's shipping from. If it's from a supplier that has multiple warehouses like Amazon, you don't know where that product's shipping from, so you can't put it in your listing. And since the one that you put in your listing, because you have to have something, since that doesn't match the tracking, they say, aha, this dude must be dropshipping because the item location doesn't match. Now that's what makes the most sense. And my solution video that I came out with this for a while ago did really well, one of the best videos on my channel. And that was basically saying, how can we fix this problem? And it shows a great solution. What you do is you can use BlueCare, and basically what you can do is you can take your tracking number that you get from Amazon, say you put in your address, say that you live in, I don't know, somewhere in Colorado, and so you put that on your eBay listing, but then Amazon ships the package from Virginia, right? Not going to match up with the Colorado on your listing. So what you can do is you can take that tracking number from Amazon, you can basically, using TrackerBot, you put it into BlueCare, and then BlueCare gives you a new BlueCare Express tracking number, and it shows all the delivery update stuff from the real tracking number, except BlueCare Express doesn't show where the package came from. It shows up to eBay like the package was delivered to BlueCare's facility, BlueCare repacked it, and shipped it. Or I guess, the item was just, you could have brought the product to BlueCare and then shipped it using BlueCare rather than, USPS, UPS, FedEx, something like that. So basically, using BlueCare, since it doesn't show where the item started, the eBay can't use that to confirm and say, oh, okay, well, this was shipped from this location. They can't confirm, and so you can't get flagged because of item location. And, some people have said, oh, well, couldn't they just flag all of BlueCare? Maybe they could say, oh, if anyone's ever used BlueCare, BlueCare tracking number, then flag that. But that hasn't happened yet, so I wouldn't be concerned about it. BlueCare is already accepted valid tracking with eBay, so eBay's pretty cool with them. So I wouldn't think, that would happen or anything like that. And it does prevent eBay from being able to check that your item location matches. The old way to do it was to say, you could say multiple locations. You could say, my product ships from multiple locations, and then you're technically correct. And, item location, eBay item location policy-wise, you're correct, because if you say, it ships from Virginia, and you said multiple locations. Well, Virginia is included in multiple locations, so policy-wise, you're correct. But in reality, what's been happening now is that if you're using multiple locations anymore, you basically get kind of pushed down, because they're like, this guy's using multiple locations, and your stuff doesn't really rank in search results as much. So And I've even heard of some people saying they can't. It hasn't happened. Like I haven't had the issue, but some people have been like, "Oh, if you try to do it without a zip code, it won't let you save." But maybe that's just because I don't do that anymore anyway. But yeah, so multiple locations, that's not the way to go anymore. I even in my multiple locations video, I talked about item location, and that used to be the solution. So I put in the description an update, with all the current information on there. But I still get this question. So what you want to do is, for your item location, you're going to put your, I mean, you can do kind of whatever, but I would do like your location, your real location, because eBay can see, like they have your IP address and things like that, and then that's going to be to a certain location. And if your location that you're putting on your items matches the location that's, with your IP address, I would assume that's going to be a good thing. So that's why I say, use your item location and say that you're shipping, from your house or whatever. Put that on all your items. But then what you're going to do is use Blue Care for all your tracking numbers, and they won't be able to confirm. You don't want any to slip through that are not Blue Care, of course, but, even though you're technically violating the item location policy, they don't have any proof, because all that Blue Care says is it arrived at Blue Care's facility, and then when it was delivered at the, the buyer's address. So they don't know where it's shipping from, and they can't prove that you didn't ship it from your house, basically is what I'm saying. So that's the way to deal with item location policy now. But yeah, so let's... if item location is the thing that causes the flag, which I feel like is the most likely thing, then that's a solution for it. Now, the other option here is that the flag could be caused by software. People are like, "Oh, software! It's API connected software connecting into eBay," and eBay says, "Oh, this is bad software, and I see you're using software." And I see that you use this drop shipping software, and so they're flagging your account because of that. Now, I'm not going to go into all the reasons that I don't think this is the case, because I did that extensively in my solution to the eBay dropshipping flag that I posted a while ago. If you're concerned, there are a bunch of tools that have come out for non-API dropshipping. So, like for example, I recommend using API is convenient, right? It's really easy. So, and like eBay built the API to be used. So, like, you'd think with eBay having built the API to be used, they wouldn't have an issue with people using the API, even if it's being used for dropshipping and things like that. Plus, well, like I said, I'm not going to get into all the reasons that I think that's the case. But, there are these, you usually hear anecdotal evidence. You hear people say, "Oh, well, I connected software, and then my account didn't get sales." But it's like, but what were you doing with item location? Like, what other stuff were you doing? It's not just because you heard one person connected software and got suspended doesn't mean that that's because of the software, right? So, yeah, basically, if you think it is software, I don't think it is. I don't think there's a good, I can understand the argument, because you can say, okay, well, they could just, they know this software because they can see that you're allowing this software, third-party software, access to your account, and we know that software is bad, therefore let's flag your account. I can see that, but even the people who are not connecting the software are also experiencing the flag. So I don't think that there's a really strong argument to be made that that's the cause. Even though it seems like you'd think, oh yeah, dropshipping software, eBay knows it's dropshipping, boom, let's flag them. There are a ton of people who are doing non-API dropshipping that are also getting flagged, so I don't really see that as the solution to the problem. Now, if you want to do non-API dropshipping, like I said, non-API meaning basically you can still have software that runs your business, but if you're using the API version, it's really convenient and easy and can happen on other servers where the stuff, so like you can basically set stuff up, close your computer, walk away, and then the computers in the background, since you authorized it, are allowed to access your account and stuff like that. So that's what if you have the API connected. If you have the non-API software, then what's going to happen there is you have to be signed in to your your eBay accounts, and you have to leave it up. So you have to leave Chrome open with your eBay account signed in on a computer 24/7 for the software to be able to mess with it. And I mean, I guess not 24/7, but 24/7 if you want everything to be running 24/7, because it can only access it while your computer is up and signed in and you're letting it access it. So this workaround for non-API, right, you don't connect anything to your eBay account. It's basically like Chrome extensions, right? And you can click on the Chrome extension, configure all your settings and things like that. In the websites too, configure, the details. But basically, instead of the website linking to your eBay account and messing with it, what it does is you set the settings in the website connects to the Chrome extension, or in some cases just directly settings in the Chrome extension, and then the Chrome extension can see what's logged in on your browser, and then it can mess with what's logged in on your browser without actually having to link to eBay's API. So eBay doesn't know that it's software, they just think that it is you. That basically the Chrome extension is just impersonating you and doing all the stuff that you want it to do. You want the software to do, but it's doing it as though it's you in your own browser running on your own computer. So like I said, there are a bunch of great tools for this now. There's Yably non-API, I'll link to that below. There's TrackerBot non-API, I'll link to that below. And you can't use RBShip because RBShip doesn't have a non-API version. That's the automatic ordering products when they sell software. You can't use RBShip, but you can use Spot and Paste to really quickly fill your orders and just grab the addresses from eBay and put them into Amazon for you. So I'll link those 3 things below: Yably, TrackerBot, Spot and Paste. Those are all non-API Chrome extensions, and you can get the same results. It's a lot more work. And do you want to put in that extra work? Like, I guess, how convinced are you that it's the software? If you're super convinced, maybe it's worth putting in the extra work to try to do that. But like I said, even people doing non-API have had issues and they've ended up getting flagged. So I think there's a stronger case to be made for item location. But I don't think it's just item location. I think it's a combination of factors that they're using to determine. So like I've always said, you want to, protect yourself with the item location using the blue care tracking. If you think it's the software, I'm really not sure that the software is what's causing it, because like people are saying, oh, software caused, I don't know, I'm not seeing it. I have not seen any evidence that the software is causing it. I've seen anecdotal stuff of, ooh, I connected software and now my account's flagged, but I don't know what other stuff's going on. So if you're concerned, if you think the software is an issue, you can go non-API. It's just a lot more work. But you can get the same result, much easily using the API connected software. So you can make that decision up to you. Keep yourself safe using the item location. Keep yourself safe using the non-API if you think that's an issue. But then the other thing is you don't want to be using like exact match, just blatantly copy paste, like descriptions and all that good stuff. Also, photos, you want to make sure you clear out the metadata. If you're using Yably to list, they do that automatically, so I don't generally focus on that. There's metadata in photos. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but if you Google like how to remove metadata from photos, I think it's like EXIF data or something like that. It's pretty easy. You just their websites, you can upload the photo, click a button, and it'll remove it for you. But yeah, so metadata in photos could potentially be an issue. Not an issue if you're using Yably because they protect you from that stuff. And then, if you blatantly are copying, pasting the title and the description and all the bullet points and all weird stuff, don't do that, you're going to want to use a custom description. I think I've given this before. I think I've given the little template that I use for my description. I can't remember if I haven't. If I haven't given that already, put like a comment below and maybe I'll do that. But I kind of think I've already given that out, my description template. But yeah, so if you're sourcing from places like if you use Dropsource, then you get these nice custom titles, and the custom titles are basically it's like what eBay so when you're finding items, right, you want to be sniping from other people. You find something that's selling and then you list that same product, right? And that title is usually not an exact match title with whatever the the place is. It's the same kind of idea, but if on Amazon it says stick brown wooden, then maybe it'll be brown wooden stick on eBay because that sounds better. And since it's not exact copy paste, that's a lot harder to detect than just copy paste from Amazon. So yeah, Dropsource is great way to find products. You're already getting the unique titles then, and then you're gonna just do the little tweaks so you're not completely copying the description, and then metadata is already removed from photos, so that's what works. Sometimes I have had accounts that I've had to shut down because they get flagged, and then I'll switch it over to a new account and stop using that account. But it's not that bad. Using Blue Care and all that stuff, accounts survive for many months at least. You know, whereas if you don't do any of that stuff, you're going to be for sure flagged in the first month. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to say. Come on here and talk about flagging now that we've had a little bit of experience. I don't think it's only item location. You know, I think it's a combination of things, but I think it's primarily item location. And then, you know, not much evidence on the non-API stuff. I know, you know, companies are stoked to make it because they know that people want it, because they know that that's what people think is causing the problem. Whether or not it actually is, that's kind of up for debate. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. I guess I'll talk. I have another thing that I want to. Well, I'll mention it here really quick. Flags don't spread between accounts. So if you have multiple accounts, one of them gets flagged. The other account's not going to get flagged, at least at this point in time. And it's been a while. eBay hasn't made any changes to that. So if you have an account, it gets suspended, or not suspended. Blah. You have an account, it gets flagged, gets eBay dropshipping flag. Then you can just immediately after that, you know, delist all your items, take them down, open a new account. That new account's not going to be flagged because flagging does not, you know, it doesn't cross over between accounts. And list all those items on your new account and you'll be back in business. Yeah. Flagging doesn't transfer between accounts. Okay, let me think. What else do I need to say at the end here? Sorry that this is rough and unedited, but hopefully lots of good content. Let's see. I've got a eBay dropshipping course if you're new and you want to learn how to start eBay dropshipping. Maybe you're just doing some research, trying to learn things before you get started. I've got a full free eBay dropshipping course down there. It's a couple hours of content, very useful. Everything important that you need to know before getting started. It's very condensed and, you know, kind of fast, but it really goes through all the most important stuff. And then I've got a bunch of great free content on this channel, of course. So subscribe and let's see. I've also got a 13-hour full dropshipping course that's basically everything I know about dropshipping. And if you want to get that, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. Like I said, 13 hours, pretty much everything I know. If you have questions, leave a comment below here, or you can message me on Facebook. If it's something more, you know, that you don't want to share with the entire world, then you can message me on Facebook. And I've got a link below as well to my Facebook. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everything. Okay, cool. Well, hope it was helpful, guys. Happy dropshipping. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you're new to dropshipping and you're trying to figure out how to get started, I've got a full free set of training videos down there, link in the description. It goes over everything you need to know about how to get started making money online. And the average person following my method makes around $500 to $800 profit per month after expenses for each 1,000-item eBay store that they have set up and running. They're really not that hard to get started. If you've got any questions about anything dropshipping related, feel free to hit me up on Facebook. I'll put a link down there, as well as a link to a group that I started with hundreds of other dropshippers that you can join. I post new content on this channel every couple days, so go ahead and subscribe and click the notifications, and I'll see you back here with another video in a couple days.